Hi guys. So I was originally filming for a little 3 minute like short reading for shorts, and when I got this lover's card as the very last card on that little miniature reading, four more cards flew out. So I'm just going to see where spirit takes me and see if I can get a little bit more information and make this a little bit longer as a video rather than a short. And then I will tag the short to this video, and then in the short I'll tag this video. Anyway, whatever. So the first 3 minutes are about the Seven of Cups with multiple opportunities, and then the Wheel of Fortune of the ending of a cycle, beginning of a cycle happening. So something really something concrete is about to happen, something that is like either you're ready to make a really big decision that is permanent or close to being permanent, or will take a lot of time to backtrack, or a lot of unnecessary steps to ruin. So in that case, it will be more permanent, more concrete, better for you. That is all in like the little short that I'm going to attach onto this video. But the lovers popped out before I cut off, and the lovers is not always about a relationship. It could also be the relationship inside yourself. So I did kind of mention it very briefly before that short ended, that this can also represent your relationship with yourself. So your light and dark aspects, your feminine energy and your masculine energy being balanced, being totally aligned, sort of. I also like how, I know that it's because of the vintage anatomy tarot and there's not a lot of people represented on these cards because of the nature of the type of tarot deck, but I do love how you can see the inside of the heart. And of course I love I think this is carnations, probably. I think they're carnations growing out of this heart, which is just so pretty. I mentioned it in the short that this tarot deck specifically, this antique anatomy tarot, is actually what inspired my arm tattoo with the Wheel of Fortune, and it's in a potion bottle or an elixir bottle. That's what they're called in this deck, elixirs, the cups. And I have this like hand with the bones and the tendons and things, the ligaments showing, and then I also have these poppies. So maybe tattoos are significant. I don't know. Maybe they mean something to you, or I don't know. Maybe the Wheel of Fortune specifically. I know for me, specifically, when I'm watching other light workers, if the Wheel of Fortune comes out, it it's a kind of like a confirmation for me specifically that that's my reading, or that part is for me. So maybe you feel connected to the lovers or the Wheel of Fortune. So the four cards that popped out super fast when I pulled out the lover specifically, it's 3 out of 4 of them are all major arcana cards, which is very interesting because we had the Hanged Man and we had the World come out, and then we also have the Moon. So all 3 of these are kind of interwound in this specific message. So for whoever needs to hear this, you're approaching like such a massively important time in your life right now, okay? So with the Hanged Man and the Moon, this is like you realizing that you need to release things you cannot control. The Hanged Man can be about sacrifice, but it could also be about letting go. like, you know, you can't, but it's of your own volition, excuse me. So it's not like somebody forced you to let go. Somebody is not urging you, persuading you to sacrifice something important to you. You, of your own volition, discernment, and intuition, have decided to let go of things you cannot control, is what we're getting with this card right now. The moon is like your intuition, you know, your intuition, hidden potential. Like, with all of these opportunities that keep popping up for you, these opportunities could be like teasing your skills, teasing your abilities, your talents, trying to get you to let go of whatever it is that's holding you back, so that you can move forward and you can finally complete what you need to complete. Like, there's something that's holding you back. And then the fourth card we got was the Ten of Pentacles. Like, you're going to be so stable emotionally, financially, mentally, as well as being so abundant. And I've said this in another reading too, abundance doesn't always mean money specifically. Like, it doesn't always equal like paper money or cash money. Abundance can be an abundance of anything, you know, an abundance of anything in your life. So not only will you be financially, mentally, and emotionally stable, you're also going to be so abundantly living your life, being just, it's amazing. It's so awesome. I'm wondering if I can get any more tarot, and then I might even pull, I have the Moonology Messages Oracle from Yasmin Baland that I might see about pulling, if I can get you some more advice. 3 more cards just popped out. They just keep flying out of this reading. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords and the Magician. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. So the fact that we have the 10 of Coins right here, or the 10 of Pentacles, and then we promptly got the Queen of Pentacles right after, this, and then also the Queen of Swords right after. So we got 2 queens here. Queens don't wait for little princes or little boys or little women or whoever, you know. I don't like to gender my readings, but you know what I mean. The Queen of Swords and the Queen of Coins in this instance is energy. It's not like a woman or whatever specifically, it's energy. So being in your feminine energy right now, and being almost a little bit, not intimidating, that's not really what I mean, but being the Queen of Swords, you might make some people feel a little bit uneasy, because that's just the energy. You know yourself. You are maybe starting to realize who you really are, okay? You're starting to finally get rid of this imposter syndrome. You're ready to be an alchemist. This is the Magician. The Magician, like, you are transmuting whatever energy that wasn't positive, that was holding you back. You're transmuting it into something that's going to be positive, and that is going to make you grow. With the Queen of Cups here, you are starting to you're starting to regain your emotional agency, is what I'm hearing. You have full agency and full reign over your emotional and mental and spiritual state. You're not looking for somebody else to give you the answer that you already know intuitively. We have the Moon, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Hanged Man in the World. You already know with the Moon and all those other major arcana cards exactly the opportunity that you have, and you know exactly the decision you're going to make. The Magician is like a pure alchemist. You can transmute anything to make it work for you. And this is something that you know to be true deep down. There's something that was, I don't know if it's a person or a situation or maybe a past experience or something that was making you doubt this. that you're the magician. And you have all these queen cards as well. I don't really know what happened, but you are like, this is like an infinity symbol almost, which I love, because in traditional tarot, the magician's also always depicted with an infinity symbol above their head, because they are infinite, they are energy, they are transcendent, they're divine. And then also the strength card is also depicted, I think it's temperance, the visual of temperance or something. I can't remember off the top of my head. Sorry, I was trying to think, but it's like a female archetype with a lion, but then it has the infinity symbol on top of the head. So you are also very strong. The High Priestess, yep. Yeah, so I got the High Priestess is on the bottom. So not only are you the true alchemist, but you're also the High Priestess. So these are kind of like, I see these kind of as like brother and sister cards or something, some type of relation, because it's 1 and 2, you know. And I feel like even though energy is energy, and we're not talking about gender, the archetypes that are on the 1 and 2 cards, the magician is traditionally a male archetype, and then the High Priestess is traditionally a female archetype, which is why I say that it's kind of like brother and sister cards, because it's like the male and female versions of each other. But also, this is just confirming the Lovers card that I mentioned earlier about being fully balanced with your male and female energies, your feminine, your divine feminine and your divine masculine energies. So whether you're a man, a woman, whatever, you know, wherever you identify as, you have access to all of this balance, all of these energies in you, in your heart, in your body, in your spirit body. It doesn't matter what you identify as or what you present outwardly to other people. You have like the potential. Some of you have the potential with the moon. Just kidding. Sorry. The moon is this one. I was like, why did I pick up the Queen of Coins? With the moon, some of you have the potential to be like completely balanced in every way in your energy. Balanced in divine feminine, balanced in divine masculine, which is awesome. And then other people are already here. They're ready to make the decision. They're ready to end the cycle and start a new one. You have a lot of healing to do. Some of you have a lot of healing to do, but with these cards, it's gonna work out. Like, there's no way that it could not work out. And I'm kind of curious, Spirit, can I get one of these moon oracle cards as like advice? Is that possible? I'm hearing maybe. Oh my God. I swear, whoever is on my spirit team that likes to sit in on these readings, sometimes they crack me up. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know exactly which ancestor or which angel or whoever on my spirit team is actually sitting in on these videos and giving me guidance or whatever. But sometimes that's what they do. They say things like that, maybe. So funny. Okay, let's see. Can I get at least one of these oracle cards for my collective, just so I can give them a little tidbit of extra advice on knowledge? Spirit, maybe? Maybe. So silly. Oh, now you're just being silly. I just need one. Can I have just one? Now you don't want to make one. Now you don't want to make one come out. Ugh, there's like a hair on me. It keeps tickling my arm. Oh, one finally flipped over. Slow it down. So this is your extra guidance card collective. It is Moonstone. Slow it down. Do you want to hear a really, really funny story? Or a really interesting story? I actually have a moonstone ring, okay? It's sterling silver with moonstone, and it has a little bit of a rainbow in it also in certain lights. So I don't remember if I personally specifically searched for rainbow moonstone at the time, but it does have a rainbow sheen. But anyway, but this card is moonstone, and it's to slow it down. So what I'm taking intuitively from this card without reading from the guidebook, and what we've got from your cards already, from your reading, with slow it down, somebody needs to hear that letting go of what you can't control. So that was with that Hanged Man card that we got earlier. Letting go of things you can't control is the way that you're going to slow down and actually process either what happened to you, whatever that might be. I don't know who needs, like I said, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm just listening to like what my guides are saying and what I'm getting intuitively from spirit downloaded or channeled, excuse me, at this moment. So some of you need to slow it down so you can actually process and heal from what happened to you, or what happened that was not what you expected, and you either feel really disappointed or you are overly excited to the point where you feel so excited and anxious to move forward and anticipating what could happen next. But this is, spirit is saying to slow it down, because in both situations, moving too rapidly is not going to end out. It's not going to end nice. For the first group of people in this collective, if you don't slow it down to process and heal from what happened to you, and you speed through it, you're never going to fully process what it is. You're just going to end up pushing it into the back of your mind and then get triggered again, and then it's just going to become worse and worse. For the other group of people, you're going to either push the opportunity away, rush it so much that it actually is not ready to be either presented, or you're not gonna like meet the right person, or you're gonna be manipulated or something. You just need to slow it down. Like, you really just need to calm yourself and relax and just have trust that, like, you know already inside deep down, like, what the actual decision is. You can already see the outcome. It's about your manifestations. Being the magician, you're the master manifester. You already know that, even if you don't know presently, like in your conscious mind, subconsciously in your DNA, in your energy, you know what the right choice is, and you know exactly how it's going to turn out for you, because everything that's meant for you is always going to be yours. Even if you don't get it right now, it's always yours. It's not going anywhere. So you need to, as the magician and the high priestess, you need to keep that in mind, that you are creating your perfect environment, your perfect life. But the biggest part of manifestations that so many people either ignore or don't know or don't think about is that once you envisioned your life and envisioned what it is you're manifesting, and it can be something as small as a brand new pair of shoes or a bag or something, to creating your perfect life. You can manifest anything. A lot of people forget that after you've done all that and you've meditated it, you've put your energy into it, you've created this perfect this perfect idea in your mind for your manifestation, you have to let it go. You have to let it go and trust fully that it's already yours. So it doesn't matter how long you have to wait, you're going to get it anyway. And that's another thing with the Hanged Man, with the letting go of things you can't control, and with this Magician card, and with the High Priestess card. That is what it is. It's also about your manifestation. I don't know who needs to hear it, but somebody is trying to manifest something very specific, like so specific. Let me read what this slow it down card means, just because I like to also just double check. Well, not double check. I also like to read from the guidebook because it's good for people to kind of know the author of the person who created the deck. They have a lot of insight for why they made things the way they made them, the cards the way they are. So I want to, does this have a number on it? It doesn't technically. Moonstone, okay, it's just words. So it's Moonstone is page 96 question mark. Did I just not go far enough? There it is. Okay, so it says here, the heart wants what the heart wants, and it wants it when it wants it. So slow it down. You have to slow it down, guys. But the timing isn't always right. Maybe you want something before the other person is ready for it, or vice versa. Suffice to say that you may need to slow things down. This isn't just about patience, it's about actively slowing down. Stop pushing too hard, be strong and shine your light. Focus on what you want and not what you don't want. That's another thing. Being grateful for what you already have will bring in other things into your life, and will bring what's meant for you and your manifestations to come to you more like presently, because you're already grateful. So a lot of people forget, like energy attracts like energy. So if you are focusing on everything you don't want and the things that make you upset or make you feel disappointed or something like that, because that's the energy you're sitting in and that you're radiating in that moment or that month or those weeks, those days, it just depends on how long, it can be for anybody. You are going to attract that exact same type of energy towards you. That's why with manifestations and with getting what is yours already energetically in the universe, we as in light workers, we always say you have to be positive and you cannot hold on to things so hard that you like suffocate it and make it not come. You have to be actively slowing down, actively meditating, actively thinking positively, and not having fear that it's not going to come. You have to drop any expectation you think about manifestations coming quickly. For some people, they planted a seed of a manifestation 10 years ago, and now they're getting it now, a decade later. So obviously not everyone is going to have that situation where it takes a decade, but depending on the manifestation and your current life at the time when you make the manifestation, and then the changes and the healing that you make along the way will determine when your manifestation comes to fruition. Once you start to believe that you are the master manifestor, you are the creator and the ruler of your universe, your manifestations come quicker. I like to say this, sometimes when it comes to manifestation into these type of things, you have to be a little bit delusional, a little delulu. And I mean that in a healthy way. You have to be in the mindset that you are it. Everything that you want is yours already, and you never have to wait any longer than you want to wait for it. But once you've made that decision to make a manifestation and you've put in the energy, which whether it's a few hours or a couple of days or a couple of months, and you've made like a vision board, for some people might do that. You may have written it 100 times in your manifestation journal. Whatever it is, the energy you put into it is going to make your manifestation stronger and also come to you faster, depending on what it is. Then you let it go. You have to be so delusional in the moment while you're putting the energy and the spiritual work into your manifestation that you already know it's going to come. You know it's going to come already because it's yours and no one can take it away from you. So much so that you can literally forget about it and never worry about it again because you know it's already going to come. That is how manifestation works. So let's see. You're stronger than you know, which is why I got that image of strength in my head with the infinity sign on top of her head. Yep, you're stronger than you know. The situation you're asking about is fertile. Be graceful as you wait without trying to force anything or anyone. Trying to rush a person or a situation isn't likely to work out for you right now, so do what you can and take a step back. You might like to hold a moonstone while you meditate now to help you stay patient and allow events to unfold, letting go of what you can't control. All you can control is how you feel and all the work you put into your manifestation. That's all you can control. And then you let the universe bring it to you in the most perfect way for you. You might like to hold, meditate now. This is a sublimely feminine stone that has strong associations with the moon. Explore your goddess energy. Stay strong and centered in your own power instead of dissipating your energy, focusing on what you can't control. I love like low-key being psychic, honestly. Like that's how many times have I said that with the Hanged Man card that popped out, that you have to let go of things you can't control. And it's literally right here in your card that came out. I love it. So it says additional meanings for the card also. So this can be different collectives of people or different situations, perhaps. We have pregnancy or birth. So for some of you, it might actually quite literally be you're waiting 9 months for a baby. I'm also getting the Empress popping up in my head, which is usually depicted pregnant. So, but energetically, it doesn't have to be a physical baby or physical pregnancy. It could be the growth and birth of a new idea, a new situation, a new cycle, which we got the Wheel of Fortune and the World. So those are very, and the Magician and the High Priestess, these are all very transformative cards. Okay, if we got Death at any point, I would lose it. I would actually freak out, because Death is also of letting the, oh my, I literally cut the deck straight to death. Oh my god, I love being psychic. I swear to God. Oh my god. Yes. So that is so, I love that so much. Okay, so love is coming into your life. That is another additional meanings for this card, this moonstone card we got. So love is coming into your life for some, so that's super exciting. Ooh, that could be an additional meaning for the Lovers card for someone, or some people, maybe not everyone, but for some people this Lovers card might actually be a union. It doesn't have to be your relationship with yourself, as I said before. It could be an actual union. We have talk to a female mentor. So with that High Priestess card that came out, for some of you, that might be depicting that you need to maybe, I don't know, talk to a sister or a mother or an aunt. Maybe you have a guidance counselor that you need to talk to, and she's a woman. Maybe at work you have, maybe you do like arbitration instead of going straight to like calling the police. Arbitration is when you agree, when you get hired, you sign paperwork for it. It's a legal contract where you agree to work any type of situation or problem or anything within the company with like a present legal guardian or someone who's a mentor or a lawyer or something with your coworker or with your boss or whatever, rather than going to like suing somebody or trying to do anything like that. That's what arbitration is. So maybe that's that. Maybe they're a woman that you need to talk to. Maybe you need to do like talk therapy. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I love how it literally says calm down. Maybe some of you just need to calm down. That's funny. And then the last one is breathe out and relax. So when I hear breathe out and relax, I think of meditation. So maybe somebody needs to do a little bit more meditation in their life or something, or maybe, I don't know. And let me see. about this symbol. So they have a little tidbit about the symbolism of this moonstone card, and it says moonstone is a truly luminous crystal. It's strong and it knows that all the things come to those who wait. So that is going to be your reading, guys. That is super exciting. You're going to have to tell me who you are. You're going to have to come back into the comments and let me know who you are. How are things going with you? If this resonated for you, I really want to know. And yeah, I was just curious what was at the the bottom of this deck, and it's abundance. It's abundance. Look. With the domicile moon. That is so pretty though, with like the reds and the, oh, I'm getting like your root chakra with this red, and then the orange-ish yellowy color. I'm getting your sacral chakra. So those are your two first chakras. So maybe you need to meditate on those. Some of you might be needing that. So that is super exciting. I loved doing this reading for you guys, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you know who this reading is for. So like for some of you, you might have been drawn to this reading for the simple fact that you need to share it with somebody else. Like maybe this isn't your exact reading for you, but you know exactly who it's meant for. If that's the case, please send this to them so they can get the guidance that they need. Please just interact with it, comment. Even if you're commenting something like thank you so much, it really helps me my channel. It helps me grow, helps my channel grow and reach more people who actually need to hear my messages. So that is pretty much it, guys. I will see you guys later. Bye.